have no room. Okay. Didn't want to get rid of those, but we don't really have another choice. All right, evidence. We're clear.
Did you see the flowers I got you on here?
Yes, yes, I did. They're beautiful.
I got them a month ago, so they're not looking too hot.
Um,
Sorry.
don't you worry. They're looking, they're looking. What are you wearing?
I found it in the closet at the marshal office.
Honey, I can tell
It's
you found it.
really
It's
tight.
from uh-huh. Yep, it might be undersized.
You think? I think it makes me look bulky, you know?
Bulky?
Yeah. Yeah, from all the gym stuff I do. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, what are you doing with Jimbo?
No, not. It doesn't matter. Go process it, guy.
Okay. All right.
You thought it.
Oh.
Really hurt my nose.
If only you saw what I saw. Jasper, the gun's not hot, thankfully.
Oh,
Let's see
so
here.
Can I do the community work?
I cannot release you on community service or anything like that with such charges.
Oh, it wasn't even violent. No.
I mean, I will give you that. And I will also agree that you were not a willing participant in being kidnapped by your gang. I mean, you specifically said, leave me here.
Yeah.
But I'm not pushing anything in relation to any of the additional stuff. We're not blaming you or tying you into any of the assault with the deadlies for running people over or anything.
Huh? That was assault with deadly.
Yeah, I think it was Axel in the was it a Paragon or something? He just fucking ran people over.
Damn. Honestly, when I saw him, when I seen him, Pete, I believe Davenport at Pillbox, I thought you guys gonna shoot. Not gonna lie.
He was kind of on his last chance there.
I was telling my driver at the time, it's like, oh, they are gonna shoot. Why would he do that?
Jasper. So right now you're looking at reckless evading, resisting arrest, grand theft auto, criminal possession of a firearm class 2, second-degree possession of a pharmaceutical drug without authorization, oxy in this case. I feel like something's missing. Reckless evading, resisting, GTA class 2. No, maybe not. How many points you got on your license?
I don't know.
Jasper, you have 3. So you have a valid driver's license as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, no, we are good. How do you plead to those charges? Also, the gun is clean, so you're good.
They do that. Shit. Hell yeah. Guilty.
Perfect. There we are. I'm going to quickly get you billed in the amount of $34,050. And let me do the calculations on the time.
Yeah.
I remember when you were just a good little
minus-
citizen down at the food court, Jasper.
Yeah, I remember that as well, but then I got wrongfully charged by criminal use of firearm by Maxwell. Didn't want to talk to me, ask me any question. They just sent me to jail. So I was like, say less.
Damn.
You know, if I'm being entirely honest, while I am typically of firm belief that like you are in control of you know, the path you lead your life, unfortunately, sometimes there are intersections that are difficult to get by.
What
And
I did as well, I wanted to do the right thing. I took it to the court. You know, I appeal.
mm-hmm.
It took 2 months, and
I
then
remember
2
this.
hours. 2 hours before the court case, they just dropped the charges.
That's rough. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The system failed you, because while I think this may have been inevitable, I can understand where you're coming from, specifically regarding working at a food stall, it being a place that is, you know, it's seriously the top place for individuals to get kidnapped. No longer having a means of being able to protect yourself, and resorting to, again, I'm not claiming this is right. I'm just saying I can understand resorting to, you know, a group for protection. Again, I can't stress this enough. It's not right. Nothing in this world is perfect. I'm just saying I can at least understand where you're coming from. No longer
actually.
having a weapons license in that
I
situation.
still remember this when I was claiming the self-defense. I had no priors, right? I was on the floor bleeding. You know what is the first thing that I heard from Denzel Shiesty there, boss?
What?
Oh, Jasper, you are a gangbanger now.
Oh no.
Okay, but why is
Hey,
he asking that as a question if they charged you?
Yeah,
This
I
is
don't know, but
damn-
like, I had no priors. I was telling them that I just defend myself with a legal firearm. They didn't give a fuck. Criminal use of firearm. Goodbye.
I'm also listen. I'm gonna be honest. I think if individuals make a good faith attempt to negotiate the charges, that, and this is going to sound backwards of me, but I don't think the PD should be able to drop charges before court happens. I think it should be no different than the moment someone says bench trial. At that point, it's out of our hands. We put in the request, and it doesn't matter if you say I no longer want one. It's going to happen if a judge is available, because judges are tired of people weaponizing bench trials. And as a result, it's like, okay, listen, it doesn't matter if you're going to plead guilty. You're going to do it to the judge who you requested a bench trial with. I'm of the mindset, especially given the context of your situation, Jasper, that, like, again, the system failed you. Like, you did everything the right way, you know, trying to appeal it and stuff. To have it dropped hours before the court case, in my opinion, is absolutely fucking wild.
Yeah.
Because if the people involved had any, if they had any, just like,
I even had
ability to think
time.
logically, either they had enough to prove it or they didn't. And if they didn't, they never should have charged it. But even if they did, they should have dropped it way beforehand.
I even had at the time, I don't know what rank it was. Peters was willing to be my character witness for the court case as well.
I mean, hell, I would have
Yeah,
been.
And just, yeah.
So Jasper, the original time was 102 months, taking into account the guilty plea in addition to time in custody, you are looking at 40 months.
And that's not too shabby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate that an overwhelming majority of situations with you aren't violent.
Oh yeah, I am trying to de-escalate as well because they were kind of ready to do anything. But I don't want to be
Yeah, I'm
shooting over
not
bullets.
surprised.
If you guys didn't do anything crazy, like there were times when I was sent off the fucking highway at like 160 miles per hour for no fucking reason. If that would happen, sure, I'm down to like, sure. But if everything is done right, I'm not gonna shoot over someone vehicular.
I agree. Not that I agree with
And
you
I
shooting at
also-
all, but I can
And I also
understand your
like
positioning.
understand that you're gonna like kind of like up the aggression when like we go from a car to a car and shit. Like at that point it's just like you want to disable the vehicle. I
Yeah.
understand that. So unless you do like something like super fucking crazy, I don't I don't want to shoot. I don't enjoy shooting. Really, it's stressful. I want to get
I'm with
shot.
you. I'm with you. What else? I want to say that's all. I think I've covered everything. You didn't have too many possessions. We're good on that front. So 40 months, Jasper. Do you have any comments, questions, or concerns?
No. All good. I'm ready to roll. My second home.
Sounds good. Uno momento. All right, yeah, there we go. Jasper, I'm sending you off 40 months.
All right.
DOC, I do believe, is available, so let me just contact them.
All right. We're gonna run
DOC
it
from
back
PD.
when I get out, yo.
Oh, don't do that.
Be advised, you have a
yeah.
one Jasper Johns being
Get
sent up for
rehabilitated.
40 months.
I believe in you.
I am not turning the new leaf.
On the new
From his
leaf,
one.
Gash, but come on,
No,
man.
not happening.
I'll
I
give
like
you,
the old
I'll
leaf.
give you like
Like, I'm
20
not
bucks.
people. That's what I'm asking.
I don't need 20 bucks.
10-9, sorry, I have Jasper yelling in my ear.
All good. Is he coming alone or?
A firm, he's alone.
Okay. Thank you.
Thought I heard that that is the question. All right, DOC's
They're
ready for you.
preparing for you.
All right.
All
I don't
right.
know if I'm ready for them though.
I'm sure you will be. Have a good one,
All right.
Jasper. Stay safe.
See ya later, alligator.
Goodbye. Honey, I would have finished it if it were you that said it. But it
Whoa.
wasn't you, so.
Oh, if I should see you later, alligator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Apparently someone is waiting for me.
I saw that.
I don't know who that is.
Lieutenant.
It's complicated.
Uh-huh.
Honey, would you believe me if I told you I never accepted the position?
No.
Well, I never accepted the position. It was just given to me like senior. Honey,
Let's
I
drive
keep
and talk
falling
about
up.
this shit. Come on, you
Well,
guys
I
are
can't
moving
because
somewhere.
apparently I need to speak to Brandon.
Yeah, but they're in Mission Row, I think.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Is someone in the lobby?
There was the mayor, but no longer. He left.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to throw this in evidence, and then we got to go down to Mission Row.
Yeah, Mission Row lobby, yeah.
Be safe.
Where's your call? Is it back?
It's out back, yeah, but I got to throw stuff in evidence first. What 8459? Hmm. All right.
How can Jesper say he's not violent?
He's typically not.
Got 113 counts of attempted murder of a government employee.
Honey, if I'm being entirely honest with you, he's typically just aware. Do me a favor, hop out. I'm gonna get local Toda, because these windows is bothering me.
Windows?
Yeah, some of them shattered even though I repaired a core.
How many forehead go? He's got quite a few, eh?
Yeah, but I feel like forehead doesn't get caught.
277.
Yeah, you
Plus
know,
some
he's
other
he's
ones.
misunderstood.
You think he's crazy?
Yeah, yeah.
So you didn't think to tell me that you were promoted?
Honey, truthfully, I mean, look at the announcement.
What announcement?
Well, look at the dashboard and then scroll all the way to where it says, one moment, BCSO promotions. I can give you a report number if you'd prefer.
Blank. Just start typing here. I think that's a me issue.
Oh,
Hey, that's not important. You know, you
no,
could
it
have
is
mentioned
important,
it over
honey. It's
dinner.
important. It says, it outlines all of the shift 1 and shift 2 promotions, and then for shift 3 it says demotion, Lieutenant Matt Rhodes.
How was that a demotion then?
Honey, that's the point. I keep referring to this promotion as a demotion. I was promoted from senior to deputy and then demoted from deputy to senior and then senior to lieutenant.
Okay, explain how that happened. First of all, I'm very happy for you and I'm proud of you, but I also want to know what the hell's going on.
Well, they probably realized that demoting Lucas and Sky and everybody else was a not great decision, because, you know, shift 3 is a logistical nightmare, especially if you can't be around for shift 3. As a result of that, I actually took the demotion, from deputy to senior under one condition. They removed the stupid fucking command requirement for arrest warrants.
And
they said yes.
oh, really?
So I accepted. So now I believe it's senior.
You a negotiator, honey.
Yep.
Where?
Well, honey, I didn't do good at negotiating because over the course of the next week, all Frost did was continuously call me lieutenant and or captain. He still calls me captain to this day. And then one day he just changed my rank on the roster, the MDT, and said I was a lieutenant.
Wow.
Yep. And when I said I
Okay.
wanted Frost as my sergeant, it was shot down.
Hear me, Frost?
Yeah. He said, we need to give new people opportunity. To which I said,
real reason, honey.
to which I said,
Me and you.
well, is it because Peters hates Frost?
I don't. No, I
Because
think it's
Peters
probably
was-
fired. That
It's true, but he's thawed. And he shares the same last name as the sheriff. Maybe that's why the sheriff didn't want him to be in
yeah,
command.
maybe you say Sergeant Frost and stuff. Isn't Frost the sheriff? You know.
Yeah. Well, anyways, point being, at that point I was kind of like, okay, well, so like, you trust me or nah? Because when the demotions happened, I don't know if you know this, Lucas transferred to shift 1 full time,
He what?
and Sky transferred to shift 2 full time. Yeah, but like with slight overlap, like Lucas being on duty
So
now.
Alice is shift 2, then look, they're all gone.
Yeah. It was kind of like the last straw on the camel's back? Not necessarily. They've been wanting to transfer shifts, but like it was kind of the push to do it, right? Like if an entire department is all going to be demoted at once, why, you know, that's kind of like, okay, perfect. I no longer have this responsibility directly above me that I have to worry about covering for until I do, you know what I mean? So,
Damn.
so that happened. And the funny thing is, when we were talking about command, here's the dealio. There was a report that was pretty much if you are interested in taking on a higher role, let us know.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
There was only a single person who inquired about a command role in shift 3. Do you know why?
What was it? Let me guess.
Wrong.
Give me Frost.
Wrong. Wrong.
What do you mean wrong, man?
Wrong. Whatever you think,
was
it's
it?
wrong.
What was it?
Chance Dice.
Who?
Chance Dice.
Is that the Liverpudlian guy? He looks like he's at the Beatles.
He's got like mutton chops.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
He kind of looks like Bayo sometimes with the mutton chops,
I
but
can
not
see that.
bald. Anyways, so that happened, and then it was called out pretty early that the BCSO was only going to have 2 captains. Which,
I mean, good. I think that's a good thing, right?
I disagree.
Okay.
I think high command presence amongst all 3 shifts is ideal.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, one of them could be shift 3 now.
Yeah, well, that's the issue. None of them are.
Oh, they have them already?
Correct. Brian Knight, Stevie Hale.
Oh.
And then Frost is all of our high command is either shift 1 or shift 2.
What's new?
Well, actually, that is new because shift 3 is always, well, for the most part, has had.
Sky.
Correct. Lucas.
Yeah. Was Lucas? I didn't realize Lucas was Sky.
Yeah, Lucas was Big Boss Man.
Okay.
That's why we always had Lucas, shift 3 sheriff. And so, because of that, in addition to Chance inquiring about the position, I gave him the position. Because the reality is we need some overlap in shift 2 and someone who's going to be at the meetings to be able to communicate stuff that high command isn't going to because they don't exist in 3. So if he primarily is 2 into 3, listen, I'll take that fucking overlap. I don't give a fuck. And if it doesn't work, I'll just demote him. I made it clear. Like, in my opinion, gone are the days of a restructure to demote the few problematic people directly. Like, I would rather demote the problematic person than restructure an entire fucking department. But truthfully, that doesn't even matter because every 90 fucking days.
Crazy idea, honey. That's why has no one ever done that before?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm being sarcastic. It's a good. It should be the standard.
I agree. Though if you really think about it, honey, those were never really our calls. Listen, you've been in high command. I've been in high command. When those restructures happen, we weren't sitting there like, you know what, let's restructure the department.
True. Yeah, true. Apart from this one was, you know.
Well, it's kind of different though because it is a new mayor who pushes a new sheriff. You know, like there's a whole thing. Not that it's okay. It's still ass, but.
Yeah, but Frost kind of like rolled over and was just like, yeah, whatever you say, you know.
That's true. I will say this: we did have a meeting. He did show up. So he was supposed to show up one day in shift 3 to speak to Lucas and Sky, and then he didn't show up. But the following day he did, and It was only the BCSO in the meeting room. And I asked a lot of hard-hitting questions, to which I actually liked how he answered. It wasn't him like beating around the bush. It wasn't him making excuses. Like he took responsibility, and also made it clear that like if it wasn't him, it was going to be someone else, but that he would fight for the department. And I think all of us know how that works, where sometimes you do have to inevitably take a position, because if somebody else were, it'd be in a far worse position, because they wouldn't have the backbone to either defend the BCSO or PD as a whole, or argue on their behalf. But he made it clear he wasn't going to be the mayor's lapdog. Which is, I mean, listen, I asked hard-hitting questions. It wasn't like, do you feel you could have done this better? It was like, all right, what directives did you actually get from the mayor? And like, did you feel them to be appropriate? Or if he gave me a cop-out answer, I told him flat out, genuine, like, I think that's a cop-out answer. Or kind of just like a non-answer in general.
What did he say that the mayor told him to do? Other than demote everybody.
I wrote this down. Hold on. Let me just take a look. Let's see. Okay, so he said that the mayor was heavily pushing for a lot of change. The mayor wanted to see people, like new people, put into positions. Just generally seeing how the new people would do in those positions. He wanted us to primarily only patrol Blaine County, to sort of push further activity up north. However, Frost argued that that is incredibly unrealistic, just given the nature of an overwhelming majority of crime occurring within the city. Frost needed to mention that, like, he's his own person, and he wants to see the department be successful, and he's not a yes man for the mayor. And that if he has any ideas or wants things to go a certain way for the department, he's going to fight for the department. I did specifically ask what the change from the mayor was, like, to clarify even further, and he said he wanted to see change regarding rank and structure. Then he wanted to see a restructure, so like the goalpost sort of moved. Then he wanted to see people sort of swapped around, and people being given new opportunities.
I don't get that. I'll be honest. It always happens. Everybody
it's
does
stupid.
this. Is like, we need. But you imagine you're playing dominoes, right? Not dominoes. What's Jenga? Imagine you're trying to build a Jenga tower, but then you're like, I need to use these Jenga pieces that are half the size of the other ones at the bottom. It doesn't make any sense. Your whole tower's gonna fall down.
Well, honey, by default, we're playing with those pieces that are a fraction of the size because we're shaking up the foundation every 90 days.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Speaking of which, honey,
Oh?
I don't know if I can tell you this.
You can tell me anyway.
Yeah, I know. Word on the street is the mayor ain't happy with high command of LSPD.
Which one? Which mayor?
Well, the only mayor that matters for the LSPD.
Oh, Mr. Rizal.
The one, something about the
keyboard
weight of the
warrior?
pen and honey, you did
Oh,
your
yeah.
big one. You did your big one.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, he been silent ever since. Where he been? How come he
Oh,
come
no,
back all angry?
He's been spewing, and now he's on vacation apparently or something.
He's on vacation. For why?
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Probably needed it
At
after
least-
he realized that the vote didn't go his way.
Exactly. The people don't support his vision anymore.
What
Anyway, you
Um,
said they're not happy. He's not happy with LSPD yet.
Yep. And that there might be a shakeup in high
Oh
command.
my god. Shocker.
I'm gonna honestly, honey, I'm gonna start campaigning.
What, to be the mayor?
Oh, absolutely the fuck not. I'm gonna start going to all of these fucking gangs. Listen, I have good relations with a decent amount of gangs, okay? Some of them
Yeah.
despise me, but some of them will entertain a conversation. And I'm just saying, the thing that they preach a lot is consistency, okay? And I'm just gonna start telling them that that ain't ever gonna happen if every 90 days, I'm gonna go to Hydra and say, how would you feel if in 90 days right now it was no longer Flippy in charge, it was Jasper?
Damn.
No, actually, no.
Bro.
It was fucking Raccoon.
Oh.
And then 90 days later, Bogo. And then
Yeah.
90 days later, Lily. And then 90 days
Uh-oh.
later, Axel. How would they feel? Do they feel they'd be successful? Actually,
they
you
say
know what?
Ryan
No.
Polka.
And 90 days after that, it's Idiot from the Besties.
Honestly, that's a better analogy, I'll be honest. Because I mean, Frost was LSPD. He was a completely different department. So,
We need to push for these fucking mayors to not touch the damn departments.
well, this is the thing, is whether or not they've realized it yet. They've opened the floor up to some pretty interesting stuff. Because I'm pretty sure there's a legislation there that says if you're a bar licensed attorney, which I think any of PD could get pretty easy, you can propose legislation. So you could, I think, technically propose an amendment to the Constitution.
How does the Constitution get amended?
I don't know, but I was in the meeting with the governor after this impeachment of the DOJ, and he said that it was, you can amend the Constitution. I don't know exactly the process about how that would work,
But he said that we can?
okay, listen, my memory is like a sieve sometimes, but I'm 90% sure that he said that.
Because honestly, that
Wait,
is...
hold on, he did, because then he was like, yeah, just change the Constitution, because they had to remove the DOJ thing from the SASM. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, but wasn't that just a piece of legislation, not the Constitution itself?
You might be right, yeah. Because I think the Constitution is still wrong and says, hold on, let me check. Either way.
What the fuck does it say? Listen, I'm telling you now, okay, Osvaldo is going for mayor of the North, and he's already threatened with making me the mayor. And I looked him straight in the eyes and said, this was yesterday, in kind of like a joking way, but I pretty much said, do it. Okay, because honey, I hate to break it to you, but I don't give a fuck what the mayor's gonna tell me. Not a single fucking thing. What are they gonna do? Threaten to reduce our pay again? I don't think Osvaldo would do that. But additionally, listen, all it says is that they get to pick the fucking mayor or the sheriff, all right, or the chief of police. That is it. That is where it ends. Don't fucking talk to me. Okay, if you have valid concerns, maybe, but like, I don't give a fuck if you want to restructure. The answer is, if I deem it necessary, then it'll happen. But someone from the outside looking in, and when I say outside, I'm talking about they're looking through the reverse side of a fucking peephole. They have no context on what's going on the inside. None. Zero.
Yeah, this is
They can
what
tell
gets
if the
me-
lights are on. That is it.
When the mayor comes in and he's like, why is the mayor saying we need a change in leadership? You know what I mean? Like, they don't know anything. They're not in the PD.
Honey. Let's not forget. Junior was part of Nino's cabinet.
Yeah.
So,
Delicious. if you know what I mean. But listen, I was right. The Constitution of San Andreas was amended on the 19th of April by Justice Murray Falconer on direction of the state of San Andreas, and removed the DOJ shall have a law enforcement agency, blah, 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 blah. So it was amended. So that could happen.
Huh.
Yeah.
But is it specific to on direction of the state?
I think if a individual, let's do it the normal way. Let's say the mayor's office wanted to amend the Constitution, they would have to post that onto the docket like normal, and then I think the DOJ would say whether it's constitutional, but I think the governor would probably have to be involved in some capacity, right?
Okay.
But it's still, they would still have a contest period and all that kind of stuff, right? And then if there was no kind of mediation, then it would go to a public vote. Is the way I see it happening. It's just like normal. I'm assuming there'd be extra checks and balances in place because it's the Constitution. I think there would also have to be, if you did that, there'd have to be a legislation to go along with it that says this is how the sheriff and the chief get put in their position, right? There would have to be something to replace how we get a sheriff and a
Yeah, but if it's a piece of legislation outside of the Constitution, which, well, hold on, wait. One moment.
I'm saying if you amend the Constitution, you've also got to probably put something in place afterwards or at the same time that says, you know, if it's not appointed by the mayor, how do we get a sheriff and a chief? I mean, it could literally be like an internal thing with like votes of no confidence or some shit, you know? They can be removed by impeachment, ACR, or a vote of no confidence from the majority of their department. I don't know.
I mean, here's the other tricky part. And honestly, this is gonna sound really fucked up. Okay? But I hope whatever is gonna happen to the LSPD High Command happens.
Why?
Because Turner will be the only person who will actually challenge whether or not the mayor has the ability to fire a sheriff or a chief of police.
They don't.
But no one challenges it. That's the issue. It's irrelevant, honey. If I London style someone, okay, on a bicycle, for the longest time, that was up in the air until I did it, and finally somebody brought it to court, and it is now written. It is written that we can do it, right?
Yeah.
Still doesn't apply to motorcycles, but there will be a day when someone on a motorcycle does something deserving of being London style, right? And only then, if and when they sue, will it be written down. Nobody has ever challenged it. Therefore, we don't have a solidified answer from the DOJ.
That's true.
I think Turner will be that person.
I don't know. Turner's very much like
Honey, I said this to the person. I'm not going to name drop. I said this to the person who told me that. I said the LSPD's going to fucking collapse.
Yeah, Turner's been like a solid foundation for a while now.
Uh-huh. And if the mayor can't see that, he's considerably dumber than I thought. I was jokingly saying he was using AI, okay? Just to I hope the word gets back to him that I said that before, just so that it pisses him off.
He does look like an AI Andy, I'll be honest, on the docket.
You'd think he's the kind of person who'd be like, okay, but write that again and make me sound smarter. And then it prompts, and then he goes, okay, but even smarter this time.
Yeah, man. there's no one I've seen in the city that likes the sound of their own voice and keyboard sounds more than him, I think.
Honey, I want you to know that I wanted to commission an artist to do something.
Yeah.
But I didn't out of respect for you.
What was it? Was it me like stabbing him with a pen or something?
No, it was gonna be a photo of his face being stepped on by a shoe, and above the shoe it would have said, you know, the weight of the people, or whatever fucking phrase he used.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been pretty funny. Oh, you know what? It was the shoe was gonna be labeled "the full weight of democracy."
Oh hell yeah.
Oh gosh.
Imagine saying that and then being proven wrong.
Awkward.
It's
Awkward. Honey, I went campaigning. More marshals showed up on Roy Lowe. We were talking to, Sin, the group.
Him?
Yeah,
No?
it's like Josh Miller, Rayner, Lucky, not Lucky Torkel, Ernest, but
I've heard these names, yeah.
yeah, they're like they do crime, but it's never aggressive.
Oh great.
And so it's like, while not the best thing in the world, it's the best of a bad situation type deal. Like we sat down and had a conversation with quite a few of them explaining everything, and they were like, what the fuck? And, we were trying to put everything into context, because I think, I don't know if it was the same day, but yeah, I think it was the last day that the polls or whatever were open.
Gosh, votes.
Yep.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Anytime.
But they lost both of the legislations, right? They lost that one, and they lost the one that was like the blanketing money
Yes.
for the bunch of
Yep.
donkeys.
You want to know the
Bunch of
crazy
absolute
thing?
donkeys.
If that had passed, it wouldn't have applied to the prior funds. Those funds would have still been, and we had like, I don't know, over $5 million. It would have only applied to new stuff moving forward. And realistically, if we only had $5, $6, $7, $8 million, and that was accrued over a year, like that's a small drop in the bucket.
True.
Like moving
Yeah.
forward. From my understanding, our pay finally went up. Went from $250 to $750 to $1,500.
Oh damn! Okay, finally.
Yep. Also, Ledson resigned as the treasurer. Or advisor, or whatever position he was
the
in.
Treasurer?
Yeah, and he kept making recommendations, and they kept getting shot down, so he quit. The person who was intended to advise the mayor, and the mayor would just shut everything down.
I don't know how these politicians are getting into power.
Honey, it's no different than being in a position of command within the police department. Most people don't actually want it because of the responsibility involved. So, like, you can have Joe fucking Schmo show up and promise us the fucking world. We'll probably vote for him because it's better than the last guy.
Yeah.
You
There's a
know?
lot of that going around in there. There's a lot of like, it's better than the other person. There's not a lot of like, I actually want this person.
Honey, there
It's
will be
always
a
like
day
the-
Party Hardy wins for once.
I don't think there will. I think if that happens, then we're in an alternate timeline. Like, we're off the divine timeline at that point. I think the fixed point in our universe is that Party Hardy is never the mayor. I think the world might end. I think we might might get nuked if Party Hardy wins mayor. Like, the election results will come through, and then there's just like one of those nuclear mushrooms off in the distance, and then that's it.
Not the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Nancy? We used to go hunting for shrooms.
Yeah, I miss Nancy. Johnny, now you're the lieutenant of Shift 3. Does that mean you can hire people?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Here's another thing. Hiring within the BCSO is going to be strictly done through high command. Except shift 3.
Wow.
Because we don't have high command. It's just me. So it's going to be me. But the interesting thing is that prior to it being labeled just high command, before it was just Frost wanted to interview everybody
That's so
before they got
stupid.
hired.
He knows what delegation is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I get the sentiment, but I don't think it's a good idea.
It's just not practical. He at least made concessions regarding shift 3 because it didn't seem like he was going to at first, but he did. And I also, well, I actually didn't tell this to Frost, but my mindset is very much so. If I feel that I am being stonewalled in my position, I will just, I'll demote myself, straight up, because I don't want to be this like shadow of a person, a shadow of an authority figure. Oh my god, I just realized that Brandon person's still waiting, aren't they? Holy fuck.
Oh no, I forgot as well.
But yeah, I don't want to see yet again another mayor. Good news though, if Osvaldo wins, I genuinely don't believe he would do anything to harm the
He wants to
BCSO.
kill you.
It's different though, honey. It's kind of a bantery thing. If I told you I hit him with my PD sledgehammer, like, it's nothing serious.
We'll see.
I've also hit him with the golf club. Honey, he said it was Hell Night against me and Maple.
I heard
So like,
that.
again, you know, friendly bantery things, not anything serial.
Is there any jobs going in the BCSO right now?
Oh no. I believe all recruitment has come to a halt.
Oh. Wait, just give me a ring when they're back open.
Why?
I don't know. I'm thinking of changing it up.
Honey, I'll hire you. Actually, okay, what if we just like pretend you're 3, but you just have 3 into 1 overlap, just like me?
Yeah, of course. I'd lie.
Ooh. Warning, my husband's in the car. He's in the core.
Oh,
You're
we're
playing
talking
warning
about
people.
my
Colored
member.
car.
Yeah, it looks awful, honestly. Darker blue, absolutely. Light blue, bleh.
Yeah, I don't like that blue road, to be honest with you.
Yeah, listen, I'm just gonna keep disabling people's car and telling them to get smurfed.
So annoying.
Valid.
I have a
Just,
week to do
Wrong
it.
with you.
We're talking about a high command member in shift 3 and that we think it's highly unlikely at this point.
But it will be
Ew.
Matt Rhodes because he's told me that he was accepting it. So
He did. He just told me in
Yeah.
the call.
that
Oh,
too.
No,
that's
no, no,
right.
Dare, you're so
Oh,
annoying. You're
Okay,
so annoying.
I'm forcing you back to life. There we go. I'm putting a second bar on your shirt. So there's nothing you
Yes.
can do.
And
There
stick
we
it in
go.
tightly.
Someone start digging the hole. It's got to be at least 10 feet deep.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they. It doesn't seem like they want one. I mean, is a high? What the fuck? Okay, buddy, you're being real powerful right now. Okay,
I didn't do nothing.
okay.
Listen. I hope you realize I can always get back up from this, right? You know that?
No.
This is one of them, you know, fake me out pills.
Oh.
It's
I
all a
see,
J.
okay.
It's all a J, you know?
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
You know, all of my soul is drained from me for a
Girl,
minute or
not
two.
yet.
No idea.
Now, guys, that's... Don't worry. I'll clean up
And
the
you
evidence.
came here for somebody. Don't forget.
Fuck, does anyone know if some Brandon person's still in the lobby?
No clue.
Brandon.
No idea.
I don't know.
Well,
Apparently someone
The
named
guy
Brandon
who's
wanted
been
to
through-
talk to me.
some guys 3-1-1ing while we were dealing with Hydra that they wanted to meet with you.
I don't know
Said,
who they are.
He said, requesting a little chat with Lieutenant Matt Rhodes if possible, currently at MRPD.
I know that's right.
Who was
Brandon
that?
Phelps. Brandon Phelps.
Let's see.
Huh.
Like Michael Phelps, but Brandon.
Just a little chat.
Oh, but if he's looking for a job, we should get him. We might be able to catch some of these people that run to
He's
the
a
border.
civilian.
Get some of these fucking swimmers, dude.
I mean,
Check the size of these
two
feet.
hours ago, how does one obtain a weapons license? Asking for a friend.
I think this guy's a tow trucker. That's all he's got. Isn't it a tow truck and a taxi?
Oh, it might have been the guy that was at the Ferrol earlier.
No. Are you talking about the Jaden Dennis one? Oh wait, you're talking about the tow.
Yeah, the tow guy. That,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, there's no way this person would have been involved.
No, the tow guy I was talking about.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna head to the lobby real quick and see whether or not they're there. I'll be back
I'm gonna grab
at
some
some
stuff.
time, probably.
Go work.
Gonna work.
Good morning.
My husband,
I just like to talk to him about
he's married. You gonna ask him out on a date?
Honey.
No, sir. No. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I'm doing
Carry
good.
on.
Is your name Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Hey, hello. Matt wrote that. That's my husband over there. Just
Oh.
I know he's already made himself. No, he's a marshal. Yep.
Sure.
So, anyways, come take a seat. All right. So, what can I do for you?
I was speaking
Whoa,
to
why so close?
I'm sorry.
Move over at least 2 inches, thank you.
Okay,
He said
is that
2
better?
inches, not like.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, okay. Okay,
That's
honey.
good distance.
I was speaking to a deputy Daisy about an hour ago
Mm-hmm.
about the application process. So I've already put my application in. I was just curious on like the reviewing times.
That's kind of up in the air at the moment. So for context, the BCSO has sort of undergone an entire restructure as of, oh gosh, how long has it been since we got a new mayor? Yeah, about a month or so. And with that restructure, everyone was demoted to the rank of deputy, and things are sort of actually, let me rephrase. What shift are you applying to?
This one. Actually, shift 1.
Shift 1. Ooh. I have bad news. From my understanding, as of right now, I don't believe the BCSO is recruiting for Shift 1. Now,
Okay.
we would take people for Shift 3. However, Shift 3 starts as of like 7 hours ago until like an hour from now, technically, but realistically, it could go even an hour after that. So I don't know how much overlap you have in those. There isn't a problem being someone who's within 2 shifts. However, for the duration of like being a cadet or PPO, typically you are required to stay within shift just so that FTOs who are familiar with you can monitor, what's going on, check for areas of improvement and stuff. And then once you're a full officer, it doesn't really matter. You can sort of show up at any shift as long as you're prioritizing your own.
Okay.
So
I'm EU stars. So it isn't much of a problem.
Got it.
I could switch from AU to EU.
So, like, on a daily basis, when would you be getting on duty, hypothetically? Like, how many hours before now?
Before now, Well, let's say I woke up 7 hours ago.
Got it. Okay. Now, would that be the time that you'd be getting on duty?
Yes.
Oh, then you'd be shift 3, no problem. So yeah, you would be speaking to me. Here's the dealio. Because of the restructure, and sort of the unique structure of shift 3, for context, shift 1 and 2, both LSPD and BCSO recruit separately and train separately. In shift 3, we don't do that. We pretty much operate similar to a UPD. We do all of our interviews together. We do all of our academies together alongside each other. And it's definitely more close-knit than the others. It's no dig against the others. It's just there's like unique logistical problems with shift 3 where it just would make no sense to do it independent of each other. That being said, if you have applied and you applied specifically to one, I'm going to need to likely get in contact with whoever's in charge of that and get that sort of shifted over. Alternatively, I can likely find the application and get you moved over or get you to fill that out specifically for 3. Because if you would be getting on duty roughly 7 hours before now, I mean, that's pretty much all of shift 3.
Okay. So when I did my application, I think I wrote down no preference for the BCSO LSPD.
I will say this, for shift 3, it doesn't matter. The way it works is, again, we collectively interview individuals. If they interview well, long story short is they get taken on, and then of the people who get taken on, it's sort of like an even split amongst the ones who go LSPD and the ones who go BCSO. So while we may take into account preference, it may not necessarily be the case, right? Like if we only have 8 people coming in, and of those 8, only a single one chose LSPD and all chose, the other 7 chose BCSO, we're still likely going to do a 4 and 4 split. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. We're still going to work alongside each other, no problem.
Okay, that sounds great.
Can you go ahead and flash me your ID?
Sure thing.
There we are. Yep, got it.
I also have a friend as well that recently applied to.
Do you know what shift they applied for?
I believe the same as me.
Was that technically 1, but supposed to be 3?
I ain't too sure. I'd have to ask her.
Got it. Okay.
She did apply for 1, but I'm not sure if she can or not be available for 3.
Got it. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to look for the applications.